Hi guys, it's Tim and Helen with Wine About Real Estate, and we got a wine.
Yeah, I went
It's,
back to my
uh,
old Blisco Vino Tito. This is my last bottle, so I
it's
will
the
finish
first
it.
one we had.
Yes.
I am going with a good old Kirtland Mailbag, which
Those
is one
are
of my
good.
favorites too. Yeah,
I like,
one of
I
my
like those.
favorites at Costco.
So
So Tim,
yes. Well,
um,
we have to thank everyone for following us. We have to thank
yeah,
everyone for loving us and
thank you.
giving us ideas and topics. And this is the next topic is something that people have asked us. But thank you so much. So follow us, subscribe to us. We're very excited.
Yeah.
We've gotten a lot of good input, and again, good feedback, bad feedback. It's always good for us. So thank you so much. But Helen, I think I'll pitch it to you. One of the questions we got
One of the
was,
questions we got regarding seller disclosures. So if you're selling a house, there usually are two forms that you're going to have to fill out. The community disclosures, which talks about the homeowners associations, and then the seller disclosures. Oh.
all right,
And what that is basically a questionnaire for you to disclose to the future buyer of everything that has happened in the house, whether you have any issues in the past, how old the roof is, how old the HVAC units is. It's a lengthy, I think 4 pages, but it's necessary. And it's something that we do have to disclose to the buyer if you have lived in that property. Right,
yeah,
Tim?
so Georgia is like a lot of states. Georgia is a buyer beware state, where you are buying everything as is, subject to inspections, or the way the contracts are written anyway. And so with that, we ask all of our sellers to fill out a seller's disclosure. With the seller's disclosure, the way that Georgia is written, it's written in a fashion where it is during your ownership and kind of going through a lot of questions, making sure that you're truthful. And, we get this question a lot and saying, hey, do I have to disclose XYZ? And Helen and I are really big advocates in saying, disclose, 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 because the worst thing you can do is not disclose it and then something gets found out later. And because, purchase and sale contract is a legal document and you didn't disclose something and you omitted something, so you can't get in trouble. So most people, I mean, from Helen and my standpoint, nobody really complains if you disclosed, right? So if you've told everyone about the issues and you fixed it, most people are not going to be up in atoms about it. But if you didn't disclose it and we find out that you should have known about it or you didn't know about it, then that's when our buyers get mad, right, Helen?
That's when we get in trouble. But okay, let's just give out some examples. Say you remodel the bathroom. Should we disclose that?
Yes, because one of the questions actually says, did you make any alterations, additions, changes to the material changes to the home? So absolutely. I actually had to do an insurance claim on my bathroom. So it actually asks you how many insurance claims you've had. So I do have to disclose it if I ever decide to sell the house. So um, do I have to disclose that there was a toilet leak? No. But if if it's a continuous problem and you were not fixing it, yes, I would disclose.
Protecting yourself at the end,
Absolutely.
basically. Mhm.
I mean, it is a document that Helen and I, or a lot of agents, cannot help you with. Just because we do, honestly do not want the liability. But the questions are very straightforward. Have you had insurance claims? Have you had any issues with XYZ? Have you grown meth in the property? Have you grown drugs in the property? There's some silly questions in there, but it is very necessary. And again, when we represent our sellers, we ask our sellers to fill it out. And then when we represent our buyers, Helen and I, we do sit down and we do review the seller's disclosure, and we kind of go over it to make sure that the client understands everything that the seller has disclosed.
Yep.
Yeah, simple as that. So make sure to disclose, disclose, disclose.
Always disclose.
Always disclose. And if you're a buyer, please read the disclosures and know what you're getting.
You mean anything if you don't read it and just sign.
We have those too. We don't like that, but we do want you to read it and disclose it. So, all right, with that.
With that, we are going to somehow try to finish our bottles. individually. But we will talk to you guys next week, and please send us any questions that you have
Do
about
it.
anything.
Thank you guys.
Okay, cheers.